We've all felt it. That quiet, nagging question that surfaces in the dead of night or during a long, empty afternoon. What is my purpose? We treat this question like life's ultimate quest, the final boss we must defeat to unlock true happiness. Our entire society is built around this hunt. From a young age, we are asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" As if we are a block of raw material that needs to be carved into a single, static form. Our education system prepares us for specific jobs, not for the fluidity of life. Our stories, our movies, our myths are all about the hero who discovers their one true destiny and fulfills it against all odds. We've been fed a powerful and compelling narrative. There is a perfect role waiting for you, a key designed for a single lock, and your life's work is to find it. But what if this entire search is a trap? A beautifully designed, socially approved trap that doesn't lead to an answer, but keeps you perpetually running in circles, feeling inadequate. What if the very act of searching is what's preventing you from living? The idea of a single, predefined purpose is a relic from an old world, an outdated piece of programming that no longer serves us. It belongs to a time of assembly lines and fixed social structures, a time when a person's life path was largely determined at birth. That world needed predictable cogs for its machinery. That story gave us a sense of safety and order, but that world is gone. We are living through a fundamental shift in the very architecture of reality, yet we are still trying to use old, faded maps to navigate a completely new, dynamic territory. This desperate hunt creates a constant, low-level anxiety. It's the chronic fear of choosing the wrong path, the dread of wasting your one precious life on something that isn't it. This belief in a single correct purpose creates a paralyzing perfectionism. You delay starting projects. You hesitate in relationships. You refuse to commit, all because you're waiting for a divine sign that this is your true calling. You become a spectator in your own life, standing on the sidelines, analyzing every possibility to death. It creates an invisible judge inside your head that constantly compares your messy, real-life process to the curated, fictional highlight reels of others who seem to have found it. This judge is never satisfied. Your achievements never feel like enough because they might not be part of your real purpose. This endless internal critique disconnects you from your intuition, from the simple joy of doing, and locks you in your head. The trap isn't that you can't find your purpose. The trap is that the search itself turns you against your own life. So, if the search is a trap, what's the alternative? It is not another better search. It is a radical shift in perspective. It's the move from finding to becoming. You have been taught to see yourself as a separate, isolated person looking for your place in the vastness of the world. But the new understanding is this: you are not looking for your place. You are the place. You are a unique point through which reality experiences and expresses itself. You don't need to find your path, because you are the path. The shift is from seeing yourself as a noun, a finished object with a function, to seeing yourself as a verb, a continuous, unfolding process. Think again of the river. Does a single drop of water ever stop and ask, "What is my purpose?" The question is absurd. Its nature is to be water. Its function is to flow. By simply being what it is, it participates in a grander movement of the river. But this flow isn't always easy or beautiful. Sometimes the river crashes against rocks in turbulent rapids, becoming part of a powerful, chaotic force. Other times, it slows to a murky standstill in a swamp, seeming to go nowhere. Sometimes it gets polluted. The drop of water doesn't panic. It doesn't judge itself for being in the rapids or the swamp. It doesn't try to claw its way out. It remains water. It understands without thinking that both turbulence and stillness are part of the journey. Its surrender is not passive. It is an act of profound trust in the nature of the whole. You are that drop of water. The search for a purpose is the drop trying to separate itself from the river, to define itself outside the context of the whole. This creates all the friction, resistance, and struggle. The seeker constantly asks, "What can the world give me?" "Where is my prize?" The participant asks, "What is moving through me right now? What does this moment ask of me?" The moment you truly embody this shift, it feels like dropping a 100-pound backpack you didn't even realize you were carrying. It's a return to lightness, to curiosity, to play. Life stops being a serious mission with a pass-fail grade and becomes an open-ended exploration where every step, even a misstep, is part of the dance. A quick, technical moment. If what you're hearing resonates with you, hit subscribe. It shows that this information is valuable. So, what do you do instead of searching? How do you live this way? You practice presence. You learn to direct your attention. If purpose is not a destination, then it is a direction, a vector. And you don't find a vector with your thinking mind. You feel it with your entire being. This feeling is called resonance. Stop looking for grand signs in the sky and start paying attention to the quiet, subtle signals within you. It's crucial here to distinguish true resonance from simple pleasure or a dopamine hit. A dopamine hit from scrolling social media or eating junk food is loud, fast, and leaves you feeling empty and wanting more. Resonance is quieter. It's a steady, humming energy that leaves you feeling more whole, more yourself. It's the feeling of expansion you get when you're deep in a conversation that lights you up. It's the sense of timelessness that comes when you're absorbed in a task, be it gardening, writing, or fixing something broken. that feeling of rightness that settles in your bones, that is your compass. It's not pointing to a final treasure chest called purpose. It's simply pointing you toward the next resonant step. And learn to listen to your body. Your mind can lie. It gets stuck in loops of fear, social conditioning, and what you think you should want. But your body does not lie. That tightness in your chest when you think about your job, that knot in your stomach before you say yes to something you don't want to do. These are signals. They are your body's quiet but firm no. Just as important are the signals of openness, the subtle release in your shoulders, the feeling of warmth spreading through your chest, a sense of grounding in your feet. That is your body's yes. The practice is to reconnect with this somatic intelligence, to trust these physical whispers over the loud shouting of your anxious mind. But what happens when you feel nothing? When the compass is silent and you feel numb or confused? This is not a failure. This is a fallow period. In music, it's the space between the notes that creates the rhythm. In nature, it is the winter that allows for the rebirth of spring. Do not force a signal. The most resonant thing to do in a moment of confusion is to simply be with the confusion. Practice being comfortable in the silence, in the not knowing. It is in these quiet moments that the soil of your life is being enriched for whatever comes next. Instead of a 5-year plan, just focus on the next choice. What is the most alive, most authentic option right now? Even if that option is to rest. Your purpose isn't hidden in the future. It is unfolding in the quality of your attention to the now. If this video changed something in you, write "I am the flow" in the comments. Write it as a promise to yourself. Nobody